You know what, though? Before we jump into the victims, let's do this Stu stuff, because I kind of threw a hand grenade into Twitter. I like stirring people up. I do. I take the blame, and I do get some snotty comments back at me, and deservedly so, because you know what? I'm an asshole sometimes when it comes to my opinions, just like you guys are. Sometimes not every opinion, but every now and then an opinion, I feel pretty strongly about it. And by the way, this is horror. So what is this all about? Okay. And this is a big surprise to me anyway. This whole thing, like could Stu have lived with the TV dropping on his head? Could Stu have lived with the TV? It's a simple question. All right. But it's not a simple answer for some reason. I thought it was, but apparently it's not. And to be fair, I'm going to put all the cards on the table here. Yes, the TV dropped on his head. Yes, he was stabbed. Yes, he was getting woozy here, man. Yeah, that all plays a part into could he have died? Yes. I got to say that up front too, guys. I'm not saying that he couldn't have died. Okay? If you say Stu could have died, I'm not going to disagree with you. Of course he could have died, but he could have lived. That's what I'm saying. So then I started poking fun at you guys, and I even posted on like Killer Flicks, and I said something like, you can kill someone in horror. You can kill someone or someone can live if they are stabbed, if they're shot, but no one can live if it's death by TV or something like that. I was poking fun, and some people got upset with me. Not really, but I do this. I always get myself in trouble. I always say something that gets under somebody's. I had some people say, "Hey man, can't you just leave it alone? Just leave it alone." Why would I do that? I want to get that reaction out of you. Why would I leave it alone? Are you kidding me? Plus, isn't there a new Scream movie coming out, guys? I don't know. See, I give you guys up front what I'm going to be talking about too, okay? There's no surprises here, all right? Could Stu be alive? Okay? The answer is yes, all right? But I'm going to tell you why it's a yes, okay? First talking point, Williamson said he's dead. I did have a lot of people throw this at me. Wait, Williamson said he's dead. So that doesn't mean shit. Honestly, guys, there have been farewell tours with bands that have said, this is it. This is the last tour. You're never going to see us again. Kiss has had a farewell tour 8,000 times. Okay. And the reason I say that is because never say never. All right. Never say never. And also, this is business. This is not friends. Okay. Unless Kevin Williamson owns the story rights to Scream, meaning that he has 100% say in everything. Like if Kevin Williamson says he cannot be alive because of my script, if it's a legal issue, okay, buck stops here. And guys, you do your homework for me if you want, check. But I can tell you right now, the answer is no. They can go pretty much any direction they want to with this story. Now, of course, the studio heads have to agree with, like say Weinstein, back when Scream was under Dimension. Of course, you had to run that story by the Weinsteins. There's some people that you got, but Kevin Williamson is just a writer, all right? And what he means is in his story, in his mind, Stu was dead. So I'm not saying Williamson's lying, but I'm saying that doesn't mean shit. Okay? And I don't even think I have this on here, but I'll go ahead and say this right now too. In Scream 3, Stu was supposed to be in the movie. He was going to be the kingpin. There was going to be like this whole like school cult under Stu, and they were going to be doing the killings. And it was way too close to what happened with Columbine. And because of Columbine, they said, okay, we can't do this story now. So they completely rewrote the story. All right. So they had already had Stu in mind to come back as early as Scream 3. All right. So that automatically takes Williamson out of the equation there. Right. Okay. This will be the last. What did I mean by that? I can't even remember what I was saying. Hold on. Oh, I think I'm just what I'm saying there is I'm just referring to like bands that are saying this will be the last, or even movies like Rocky 3. Stallone said this will be the last Rocky. There will be no more Rockies. Okay, and there have been some filmmakers who have said they really put all their money on the line and said that you will never see another one of these, and then the movie they came back. You know why? Because it's business, and if money's to be made, then it's going to happen. Sometimes it could be a decade down the line when it becomes popular again, but that's just business. And let me tell you right now, guys, Stu Macher is big business right now. He's probably one of the most mentioned characters from the Scream universe on social media. And he has been dead, quote unquote dead, since 25 years ago. But people still constantly bring, and I guarantee you, if you make enough of a fuss, they're going to start listening. And I guarantee you they're already listening. So my money is still on Stu coming back. Okay? My money's still on Stu coming back. All right? And now here's some comparisons. And I'm going to give you a real life comparison too. Okay? But here's some comparisons. All right? Tara was stabbed multiple times. Probably a dozen times. I don't know about that. Now, I have had some people come back at me with that claim and say, well, hold on. In Scream 5, Erica, let me read that in just a sec. In Scream 5, it was noted that she was strategically stabbed so she wouldn't die, which that is total fucking bullshit. All right, I'm going to tell you right now. If you are in a fight with somebody who you are planning, I'm not saying that wasn't on their mind, but who you are planning to strategically stab to make sure that they live, and that person would have to stand still, and you would have to say, okay, don't move. I need to stab you right here and right here and right over here. But no, this is a person that's going to be fighting you, moving back. Tara didn't know that she was going to be saved. At least we think that, all right? But when you're in a situation like that, and guys, I guarantee you, if you are being attacked, you're going to fight back, which Tara did. And when that's happening, the killer is going to probably kill them. He's probably, because it's either her or him, right? Or the cops. So I never bought that bullshit. You can't strategically go in there and stab somebody that many times and expect them to live. You can't do it. It's bullshit, all right? So that's my rebut to the Tara wasn't meant to die. No. And by the way, when we see her, the first time we see her in the hospital, she's up drinking sippy cups like she's fine. I mean, yes, she's in pain, but if a person's stabbed that many times, they're going to be out of it for a while. Okay, next one. Dewey was stabbed 9 times. He even told you this, guys. And he lived. Let me ask you guys this, okay? Let me ask you guys this, and be honest with yourselves, all right? If somebody said, okay, you have 2 options. Somebody's got a gun at you. So you got 2 options. I'm going to drop a TV on your head, or I'm going to get to stab you 9 times. To kill you. I want to stab you to kill you. Not strategically. I get to stab you 9 times, or you can lay there and let me drop this TV on your head. You don't want that TV to drop on your head, but you know what? Which one, in your mind, in that moment, is going to tell you I have a chance to live? Okay? Me personally, guys, I'm going to take the TV. Is there a chance I could die with the TV? Absolutely. Absolutely. It just depends on how it lands. But I think there's a better chance of me living with a TV dropping on my head. Okay? I could live from both, though. I could live from both. All right? Okay. Next thing, if it's good for the story, because I've heard a lot of people say that they would be angry. Why would you be angry if Stu lived? I know that script-wise, there's going to be a lot of splaining to do. Okay? How is it that we haven't heard from Stu in all these years? And I can reference you to shows like Breaking Bad, where, Walt, he basically disappeared. He was able to disappear. If you got enough money, which Stu comes from a rich family, you can pay to disappear. You can fake your own death, which to me, that's faking your own death has happened in movies about 9,000 times. Okay, guys? And you're pissed off because Stu could possibly do it. If it's a really good story, and it doesn't take that long to explain why Stu is back, just don't do that whole, somehow Palpatine survived. Somehow Stu survived. Just don't do that Rise of Skywalker bullshit. Actually explain why he came back. Last topic. Scream needs a charge, story-wise. Even Scream fanatics are going to agree with me on this, okay? We keep going down the same road with every freaking movie, Even the fifth one, the reveal, pretty similar to the reveals in the last movie. Really, the one that changed it up the most was probably 3 with the one killer. But even that movie is still pretty on the nose with the rest. It is. So, I think this would be really great if they introduced Stu into the fold, started off a new maybe trilogy or maybe a 2-parter. Can you imagine that, guys, though, if the very last thing you see in this movie is Stu's face under the mask and then credits roll? That would be pretty fucking badass. And you'd be supercharged for the next movie. Supercharged for the next movie. So, let me read Erica's super chat, and then I got one more thing to show you guys, okay? One more thing. And if this doesn't shut you up about Stu being alive, I'm done. I got nothing else for you. Have you guys ever heard about the American crowbar case? 19th century, and this happened in the 19th century. I'm sure medicine has come a long way, the medical field, all right? In 1848, a man named Phineas Gage suffered a brain wound which had rendered him as the index case of personality change after front lobe injury. During work on the construction of the Rutland and Burlington Railroad, an unplanned explosion propelled a rod about 1 meter long and 3 centimeters in diameter through his head. The entrance wound was in the right cheek. The exit was the midline near the intersection of the sagittal and coronal sutures. Against expectation, Gage survived. So, basically what happened there, guys, was that freaking rod went through his brain. And it landed in such a way that he lived, and it actually changed his personality. Like, this guy started off really nice, normal guy. After that happened, he became a complete asshole. It completely changed his personality. So that was which Stu, I don't know. If it hit the proper place on his head, maybe it could make a change. Who knows? But my point is, this guy had a fucking spike through his head and lived. Okay? And you don't think Stu could live from a TV falling on his head. All right? Could he die? Absolutely he could. Could he live? Absolutely he could. Case closed. All right. That's all I'm saying. All right? I'm not going to do Mythbusters on it. I'm not going to drop a TV on my own head. I could probably die. But we are in the horror genre where suspension of disbelief is probably at its highest. Okay? I'd say horror and action. Have you seen Die Hard 4? Oh my God. Okay? So, yeah. I come with proof, all right? I'm not just saying this shit. You're at the end of the video. What's up, guys? Thank you for watching this DD Live clip. What that is after I do a live stream, I usually cover news items or just topical type stuff, or sometimes even reviews, top 10s, whatever. And I clip them out for your convenience so you can get bite-sized episodes from the live stream. So now that you're at the end, you can look over here or here somewhere, and you can click on the playlist that I have for the DD Live clips, and then you can watch other episodes. There's probably at least like 50 of them by now, maybe 100, who knows. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Love you.